Boy, howdy shit. It is Wednesday, baby. We done made it through half this week. Hump day, baby. That's what we call it. Get ready. Slide downhill towards that weekend. Anyway, what's going on today? Well, howdy shit. Donnie Boyd's made a phone call today to President Zelensky over in Ukraine. Stayed on the phone for over an hour, they said. I guess hashing out all the details there of a possible ceasefire. He had talked to Vladimir Putin yesterday for several hours, and what I presume was a suck fest. Uh, yeah, and he came back, and there's conflicting reports out of the meeting there. Well, Russia's saying one thing, United States saying another thing, but the question was answered overnight when Russia decided to use a shitload of drones on a hospital in Ukraine. You know, we can't forget who the hell we're dealing with. He's a lying, stinking sack of shit, just like Donnie. No, I was talking about Putin that time, yeah. But he's just like Donnie, birds of a feather, you know. But, he's done everything he can to damage NATO. I mean, to damage Ukraine, to hold back weapons, to hold back information. He's doing everything he can to help Putin win that war. And now, what do we hear this morning? Donnie is considering you. He lays the groundwork for everything, you know, sort of like mentioning Greenland, and the next day we're all talking about, oh, are we going to invade Greenland? Yeah, he lays down the groundwork, but this time it's talking about NATO, baby. He's talking about that the United States should back down from a leadership role in NATO, something the United States has done for 74 freaking years. But all of a sudden, Donnie comes along, and NATO's not that important anymore. We don't want to be part of the leadership. Let the EU deal with that. That's not our business. It's just laying the groundwork for Putin when he wants to turn his attention towards the Baltic states. Trump is doing everything he freaking can to assist Vladimir Putin in reinstating the USSR, baby. And I don't know what Donnie thinks he's going to get out of it, but I know what we're going to get out of it. Squat, comrade. Stock up on your vodka. That's what I recommend. Anyway, that's on the international front. What's going on back home? Well, shit. You know, that Judge Boasberg made a ruling that, the immigrants that Donnie rounded up, all the bad guys, and shipped them on a plane. They was all from Venezuela, but shipped them to El Salvador. Ain't that a great freaking place? And the judge said, no, you can't do. Judge Boasberg said, no, you can't do that. You got to turn around, come back until this is litigated. And Trump administration said, fuck you, we're doing it anyway. What that guy, Trump administration say, we don't have to pay attention to the laws, to judges. Well, sure enough, Donnie comes out and starts talking about, well, we should impeach this judge, because he's a radical lunatic, because he made a ruling against Trump. That's the only high crime that Judge Boasberg committed, as far as Donnie is concerned, but he thinks he ought to be impeached. And lo and behold, what happens today? Congressman out of Texas is introducing impeachment articles against Judge Boasberg. Really? Really? You little shits. The king farts and you want to run over there to smell it just as much as you can. And look at me, king. I'm your little servant. Ain't that some shit? A congressman from Texas wanting to impeach a judge because of his ruling. Because of his ruling. Yeah. We're in a bad situation here, man. Got a fight going on between the judicial branch and the executive branch, and the legislative branch is scared shitless. They're all sitting around with their thumb up their ass. The Republicans are, oh, yes, master, and the Democrats are all over there trying to figure out how in the hell what we're going to do. Lisa Murkowski this morning came on the news and was talking about how they can't cow down to Donald Trump, that Republicans have to find their footing. Yeah, what makes me think that Elon Musk's going to dump a whole lot of money into primarying her ass next time. That's how they're going to do it. And she mentioned that right on the stage, too. That the possibility that because she's going to open her mouth, that she's going to get primaried by the Republican Party because they're just subservient to Donald Trump, that everything the man utters is their dying wish. I don't know what's going to happen, but I know that we're in a crisis in this country, and it's only going to be the American people that are going to pull us out of this shit. One way or another, these maggots have to come to their senses and see what that the emperor is naked. He got no clothes on. Everybody's talking about, oh, how great his robe is. No, he's naked, and it ain't a pretty sight. Anyway, Wednesday's a pretty day. I hope you get to enjoy it the best you can, and try to put a smile on your face. Give it away to somebody else. It helps. See y'all later.